Yes.
Yeah, that's a controversial word nowadays.
Yeah, you can't drop the N-bomb anymore.
In the comedy circles, did you hear about this shit?
The guy that got hit in the face?
It's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
It just as I heard Busta Rhymes repeat that word ad nauseum, it just occurred to me. I don't know if that's something we should even bother talking about for a quick 2 minutes. You got an opinion on it? I mean, I know I have an opinion on it.
I joke and I almost say the N-word, or I say it and I cover my mouth, but I usually only say it in front of the other guys. You know what's funny? Because you're not black, I really don't even say it in front of you.
Right.
Here's the problem with the word, as a person of color that's not black and not white, right? There's no other word that really replaces it. There's just an electricity with the word. But I think for the most part, most people should not be able to say it. That's how I feel.
It's a horrible word.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't use it. The problem I have is that it was a comic hitting another comic at an open mic.
Right.
That's the first problem. First of all, if you're gonna get offended, at a joke, and you're a comedian,
right,
fuck you.
Right.
That's the first thing. Secondly, you should never hit it. Hitting somebody over a word is ridiculous. Hitting somebody over a joke is ridiculous.
Right.
That's wrong. You shouldn't do that at all. Violence should never enter an open mic, especially from a comedian, because I've had people tell me, oh man, you say something like that, you got to be prepared for it. I'm with you if it's a show, if it's regular people. If it's a customer hitting a comic or going to hit a comic, I get that. I said something, I got to be prepared for a consequence from a customer, not from a guy who's my peer, not from a guy who's supposed to be on the same side of the fence.
You're going to get long-winded. We're going to run out of time. But here's the thing: nobody got mad when Louis C.K. says it, and I've had this discussion before on the show because he has enough status that like nobody will question.
People give him a pass because he's Louis.
Right.
And here's the worst part: the guy who said the joke said it. He said it in a joke, and it wasn't even an attack.
Right.
So that means somebody got offended at you using the word. Somebody literally word policed you. Somebody literally censored you and then hit you.
Right.
I don't know anybody involved in this. I will say this. I will go on record as saying whoever did the hit, whoever hit this guy, that hit, I'm going to guarantee you the guy was smaller than him and is not going to fight back.
Sure.
So whatever anybody has to say, but whatever your opinion is, it's wrong. I hate to sound like Planet of the Apes, but comics should not hit comics.
I agree.
I agree. Secondly, it's wrong. You can't pick what you're gonna defend.
Right.
As a comic, you can't. For all my black comic friends, if you want to turn around and say that's wrong, you're wrong because you have to defend everything.
Right.
You can't pick and choose what you can and can't say as comedians. The instant you start doing that, you may as well take everything that everybody from Lenny Bruce to Neil fought for and fucking throw it away.
Mm-hmm.
That's the entire point of this. And I've been sitting on this for a week, and I apologize for taking the time on this show, but if you don't want to take this and put this on fucking the social media, all right, it's wrong. This comes directly from the heart. You should not put your hands on another comic if you're and more importantly, you can't decide what's funny. It's not up to us. So for every comic that ever hears this, for every black comic, every person of color, it's wrong to hit somebody. Secondly, it's not even an attack. It wasn't even. It was a shitty joke, and no shitty joke deserves to be punished with physicality.
So is it wrong that I would like to use the N-word without any sort of...
I think you should get a pass from your black friends, yes. Because what's funny to me is being Puerto Rican, being from the Bronx, I grew up with it. And but it was a word that was frowned upon where I was from. The only person who told me not to say that it was a bad word were people older than me. Those were the only people. Everybody in my age group had already embraced it.
Right.
There was the A versus ER argument.
Yeah.
And I've never had it directed to me with malice because I'm Latino.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And Latinos don't have an equivalent to that word.
Right.
The only people who told me that it was wrong were people who knew where it came from. I don't use it now because I'm older.
Right.
I try better.
You do use it when you're being funny.
Yes.
Which I enjoy.
If I'm hanging out with you guys
right.
over here and it's amongst friends,
right.
It's cool, but it's not part of my everyday vocabulary.
Yeah, no, when you and I just speak like on a regular, when we're not doing bits or whatever, I've never heard you execute that.
I will say this. I think the people who use that word the most are Puerto Rican guys who have been to jail.
Ah, well, there you go. Now you know something. Well, we need to get to this because I made a promise, and we're almost done for the day.
Yeah, it's weird. It's been a fun show.
It has been a fun show.
The bear attack and the. Can we quickly mention the headshot in the trash? Can we make sure we get to that?
Oh, yeah.
Because I think that sums up the entire spirit of this show.
So,
and the holiday season.
The holiday season for all of our Periscope listeners. When Cisco and I arrived to do the show, we noticed that there's like some sort of entertainment group that has an office in the building. I don't want to say where we are. I already got scolded by DJ Conscience, but we're in the Times Square area, and I guess somebody had they sent their headshots over to this group, and this group was taking out the trash, and the headshot was just in the trash bag. And this is my point, folks. Not everybody gets to be Meryl Streep, okay? Not everybody gets to be Julia Roberts, okay? Not
everybody gets to be on Lifetime TV.
Right, not even that. Some people just end up in the garbage can.
Not everybody gets to be Flo the Progressive Girl.
That's big time. If you're Flo the Progressive Girl, that's big time.
I think even Flo will tell you that she spent 30 plus years getting her soul crushed before she got Flo.
I'm dead serious.
I'm pretty sure
that's big time.
She probably studied Shakespeare. She could probably recite.
People think it's fucking easy. Look, my fucking Periscope, because I got so fucking angry.
I'm not saying it's not hard work. I'm just saying 30 years and she's Flo the Progressive Girl.
There's been times where I've been on stage and I've been like, I'm going to stop now, But I just really enjoyed seeing the fucking headshot. Not everybody gets to be Kanye. All right? Some of us just have the headshot in the garbage bag.
And you know what? I want to say what it was probably because they probably got her work, because actors do this, to give this a happy Christmassy ending.
All right, go ahead.
And I always try to look at the bright side.
Okay.
To think that they got her some work and she was sending this card as a way of thank you, because nobody's more self-centered than an actor. And an actor has to have their picture on everything. And everything's an opportunity to get a job. So you want to thank the people who got you a job by sending them a reminder headshot with a little note in the back. Thanks for that gig.
Right. Now, that being said, because we were supposed to end positively, I will say, I really do hope that whatever it is that you want, and I'm not talking about items. Like I had this thing up, most uniquely searched shopping item before Christmas. People in New York City are looking for American Express gift cards. People in New Jersey are looking for the Yeezy 750 Boost. Okay?
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
People in my home state of Texas are looking for James Avery rings. People in Hawaii are looking for Seiko watches. This is what I'm talking about. This is ridiculous. This is silly. What I hope that everybody gets for Christmas is what they really want. Whether it's spending time with their family. The stuff that really fucking is the real shit of our planet. Spending time with your family, having a loved one in your life, having a baby, buying a house. You know what I really want for Christmas? And I'm being serious now. For once I'm being serious. I'm not gonna hit this goddamn buzzer or nothing. I'm hoping that I get to stay in this city for one more year. And I mean that. Because sometimes rent gets expensive. I didn't grow up here. I don't have all these fucking connections where I can get into the NYCHA housing real easily or whatever. I hope that I get to stay in this city for one more year at least. And in a bigger picture, I hope that I get to stay for as long as I want to be here. Because I do have a lot of fun. As much as I bitch, I have a lot of fun being in the city, and I have a lot of good friends like yourself that let me go and do comedy, and everybody works out a deal, and I try to give everything I got when I go out there and do this thing, Yeah. So I'm hoping that's what I want for Christmas. Cisco, is there anything you want for Christmas that's positive?
Something positive. I would like.
In 2 minutes, you got 2 minutes. We're running out of show.
Yeah, because I do tend to be long with it. No, I just want to. I want to figure out. I just want to find goal. I want to be able to set a goal and hit it.
Okay.
You know, a small goal. You know what I want? The only thing I really want for Christmas this year is the ability to get off my ass and do something.
Well,
you know, to live up to a quarter of the potential I know that I have. Well, and I hope for everybody that you get that. I hope you get something that you weren't expecting, and it's a pleasant surprise. You know what I mean?
We'll see. We'll see. Man, we got a bunch of people. They must have thought you were handsome. Like, I put the camera on you, and like 5 people exploded onto our thing there. Well, guys, we're out of show. If you're watching on Periscope, I wish all of you a very, very Merry Christmas. I certainly hope that you get everything that you want. For Francisco Alderando, who's here, where are you going to be this week?
I'm going to be at LOL all week.
Lolo.
Catch me there, LOL Comic Club in Times Square. Just walk down the street. Hey, where's LOL? They'll send you. Also, and I think we got to plug next week the big end of year grind time.
Yeah, we're going to have our end of grind time episode next week. So we'll talk. We'll have a year in review. Guys, as always, I love you all on Periscope. I love you guys that are listening to the show on FLOEmpireRadio.com. Join us next week for more show. Have a good one.
All right, that was in the books.
Bye, Periscope people. POTUS Grant joined. I think I've seen you before. We'll try to have Laura High back. I know a lot of you love when we have a female co-hosts. I'll do the best that I can. All right? I know you don't want to see this all the time, so we'll try to have some ladies. Some of the ladies will come on. Bye, guys.